I'm Art Markman, professor of psychology, human dimensions of organizations, and marketing at the University of Texas at Austin. I am the founding director of a program called the Human Dimensions of Organizations that teaches people about people. I think what we need to acknowledge is we don't know what's going to happen moving forward. And I think it's important for brands to project that as well, that they are in this for the long term, but that they cannot necessarily predict what's going to happen as we move forward. And even that we can't predict what people's behavior is going to look like moving forward. I think more than anything else, what brands need to be doing is listening a lot to the conversations that are going on in public, to the conversations that people are having, and listen for the language that people are using and reflect that kind of language and those kinds of values. This is a moment for listening rather than trying to lead the message. And maybe 15 to 18 months after the pandemic begins to subside and we have a little bit more social gathering again, we might be able to return to something that looks a little bit more like business as usual. One of the things that I think people are craving is human connection. And so one of the things that brands need to do is to think about in what ways might they foster the kinds of human connections that people need. I think that another thing that brands can be talking about is ways that they actually can help people to find opportunities for themselves. In what ways can brands actually demonstrate that they can help people to find some degree of connection to their broader community and to feel a connection to something bigger than themselves? I think that's going to be important. One of the things that I think we have to think about is there a way to try to create a little bit more broad resilience in the way that we do business? And this is something that brands, I think, will ultimately want to do and to communicate, that part of being a responsible brand is not just being sustainable in the environmental sense, but to be sustainable in the business sense of building a business in a way that will be robust to potential changes in the economy that might be out of people's control. One of the things that I think we all need to be thinking about at this time is the importance of community in everything we do. Community in our personal lives, but also community in our business lives. Business can often be a very cutthroat place in which we succeed in part by making sure our competitors do not succeed. And I think we need to rethink a lot of the way that we address each other, both individually and in a corporate sense, over the next several years. We need to make sure that people are employed if they're going to be able to buy the products that we sell. And that means looking out for each other. It means helping even companies that we may think of as competitors to succeed, and really working together to find partnerships that will enable us to move forward.